on a more psychological level, this identification, this automatic, like a man being an automaton, happens because man has literally identified with his leaders. The leaders are already, in my belief, literally physically descended from Atlanteans, off-world beings who were technologically advanced. We are living in the mirror image of our masters who are technological, even in the prehistorical age. They're making us in their image. We are their servants, no more and no less. They have only kept us around, and certainly the middle class is in great jeopardy now because they really don't need us anymore. From one angle, you see, they've only kept us around because we've been of service to them in their journey to build back the technology to get to the point where they can restore the weaponry and the technology that they have. These are technotronic people from a technotronic planet, from a technotronic age on their own. They came here, infected this planet, and have been basically making us in their image. However, the dumbed down, we still have a human aspect to ourselves, but you see, the human aspect is identifying with the power. I talked about this in the presentation, The Future of Mankind, that how it is that we identify with those who have power. We give our power away, and then we're seduced into identifying with the object of our hatred. So, in other words, by identifying with the leaders, we model ourselves on these cyborg-type Atlantean descendants, the creature, the children of the Nephilim, and because we are so in slave think, the slave think allows us to identify with those who might murder us, who might kill us, the people who pay our bills, the people who give us a certain amount of life, survival, enough for survival. We have psychologically identified with our own controllers, and the controllers use this identification to the greatest maximum means, and therefore we ingest and digest everything that these people hand us. So if they say you're going to work, so many days a week, or you're going to be a slave in a factory with no time off, or you're going to work down the mines, we do it. And if they say you're going to go and kill in our name, and you're going to butcher fellow human beings in our name, we do it. And if they say you're going to outsource your jobs and impoverish your own country, we're going to pull up the ladders of the middle class, we do it. And if you're going to say you're going to rape nature and poison the oceans, we do it. And if you're going to believe in false religion, just to keep you all pacified on the emotional side, because we know you're a bunch of emotional, chaotic individuals, we'll make sure that you have that handled for you to keep you warm at night. We'll believe that too. So we're living in a situation in which we are plastic. We are literally living in a cybernetic age, but it's brought about by our identification, not with the great teachers, not with the great masters, not with the great naturalists, but because remember, they're out there as well. So how come we haven't identified with Emerson and Thoreau, and with some of the great masters who've talked about this? And how come we didn't, listen to Hahnemann and to Paracelsus and to all the ecologists, you see, and all of these people who tell us, and by the way, they can even show us a finer and better way to be, by the way. So even if you put it on paper, what they have, as against what the technotronic world has, they come out trumps every time. They have a beautiful template of how to live that roots us back in the ancestral past, but also puts us closer to nature and gives us a more brighter future. It appeases us spiritually much greater. It gives us greater bonding with one another, which everybody seems to be crying out for. So why is it that we turn then to, the world of the disco and the acid houses and the drug culture and the addictive culture and the media culture? See, so it's not just a simple choice. It's deeper than choice. It goes to the level of identification with our masters, the people who control the strings on which we move. And we have to deal with this identification and realize, like I've said before, that the identification is the bastard child. It's like the abortion of the guilt that we carry for each of us choosing an inauthentic life.